get ready to light it up tonight.
Bang time.
Coming up next, the Thunder taking on the Grizzlies. For the Thunder, this team is playing winning basketball, victorious in 7 of their last 10 games. Grizzlies, Thunder, tip-off coming right up. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
And you look at Jackson, he's just outside the top 10 in Western Conference All-Star voting.
So he's got some ground to make up to be named a starter, but still, the fans are giving him his props.
So with the starting lineups locked in and All-Star Weekend right around the corner, we hope you'll join us for all the action right here on 2K Sports. A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2 Jalen Williams out there for him. Jalen with an E at the 3, and Jalen with an I at the 5. Then there's Holmgren, then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Carter in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Desmond Bane, Jackson out there with Edey, then it's Jackson, and it's Pippen in at the 1 spot. Stan, on the tail end of a back-to-back, tired legs can be a factor.
Yet fatigue as part of a long NBA season, and to me, it's the veteran guys who know how to be successful even when they're not at 100% that do the best in these situations.
And we talked about it for a few games now, but MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
And MP's goal for his rookie season was to win Rookie of the Year. But so far, against his peers in their first season, he hasn't distinguished himself as the best. MP still has some chances left against other rookies to prove to himself that he is the best in the class. He wants to perform better, and we'll see how he does.
Now here's Bane, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Jackson against Holmgren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion.
And again for 3.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in the year. And the basket by Bane.
Well, when a 3 goes in on the other end, Bane really wants to answer with his own trick.
Good on the shot. Carter's got 5 points.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Outside Bane. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Edey, that's good. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Carter. The rebound by Jackson.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
There's Jackson with the 3. Kicks it out to Bane. Lets the 3 fly, and the three-pointer goes. Bane's got his second basket.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bane's game, but he can do so much more.
Carter from outside. The shot misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Payne, the pass to Jackson. Up and over Carter. Williams grabs the board.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Carter from outside. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Great defense from Jackson Jr. He's a former league leader in blocks.
Payne, no good. Thunder trail by 3. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
When asked about Desmond Bane, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bane said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to find your voice and your confidence in things you know and say.
All right, Allie, thanks. And we've got word on some action happening in the Eastern Conference. Shams, what's the latest?
Hey, Brian. Today, the development is out in Brooklyn on the Nets trade with the New York Knicks. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much.
Well, look, he's got range. You can't give him any space up.
Timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Williams is checked in for Wiggins. Carter from outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. Then there's Vince Williams. Then there's Santi Aldama. And it's Kennard in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. On defense, the Thunder. Clark with a screen on Caruso. Kennard.
Well, defensively, Caruso is very disruptive. He can stay in your shirt, create turnovers, even block shots.
Here's Carter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Clark. And he buries his first look.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
Carter inside. Working on Williams. Outside Carter. And stolen by Williams.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Kennard outside. And Williams punches it home.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Williams. He's checked by Carter. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it. as long as it helps his team get the win.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark, and it's Pippen in for Williams. Jackson, the pass to Aldama, to the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing him.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Aldama, and it's Desmond Bane in for Kennard. Tries again. Williams misses. And it's Bane with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. And he drops it in from the low post. Bane's got his third basket on the night right there.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Thunder have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Carter from outside. The rebound by Jackson.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And the basket by Pippen.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bane finds Jackson. Here's Bane. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Jackson outside. There's 53 seconds left in the second period. Pippen, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Carter. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Edey. The 3 from Bane. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Here's Carter. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Bane.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Grizzlies leading by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
Their effort on the offensive glass has sent a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle.
And time for a look here. Appreciate you joining.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. 2 Jalen Williams out there for him. Jalen with an E at the 3, and Jalen with an I at the 5. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Carter in a 2-guard. Here's Edey, and that's good. Off the glass that time. Edey's got 6.
Yeah, and every year, Bane's playmaking seems to take another leap. Fantastic pass right there.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Here's Bane. Williams grabs the board.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Holmgren. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Memphis leading. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bane. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bane's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going to him.
It's good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Jackson. Outside Bane from 20 feet. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Bane's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. Wallace, he's checked in for Williams. Memphis leading by 3. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Bane. Knocks it loose. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
For the lead. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Williams from long range. Drops in the 3. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Outside Bane. To the paint. Here's Pippen, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. There's 1:26 left in the third. On the attack, Carter. And he makes it. And now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Jackson with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. To stop the run. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And Williams punches it home.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Grizzlies trail by 6. Pippen pass to Jackson. Outside Bane. Beyond the arc. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And so Carter nails them both. Here's Bane. 17 points in the game. Three-pointer. Offensive board.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Substitution here for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Bain, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Pippen in for Kennard. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Edey. Then it's Desmond Bain. And it's Pippen in the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Count it. He's got 5 points in the quarter.
Clutch points from Bain. Never scared of the moment.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting at a reasonable 46% this 4th. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Good on the first, and that gives him a lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. Kicks it out to Jackson to take the lead. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Carter. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got 14 points here in the second half.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The 3 from Bain. Williams grabs the board. And it's Thunder's ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Carter can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 from 3-point range in the 4th. Pass to Edey. On the wing, Bain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, I'll tell you what, you never want to foul Bain in the act. He is automatic at the line.
And Bain drops them both.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. The lead is 2. Here's Carter. Yes!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bain.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
23 seconds left to play in the 4th. Fires the 3. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings it within 1. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Pass to Edey. Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending to take the lead. And time expires! Fantastic defense defensive play to seal the win. And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Good job, MP. I see.
Shout out my dog MP, man, giving the people what they want, man. Talking a little crazy, giving a little hot sauce, and still talking trash at the same time. I salute you.
It seems like you really like talking to your opponents during the game. What is it about trash talk that you enjoy so much?
You know, honestly, it's just fun. You know, it keeps me engaged in the game, and it gives me that extra little bit of motivation. You know, we play 82 games in the season, so I gotta find a way to keep things interesting. You know what I'm saying?
If it's on good fun, are there areas or topics you won't touch?
Not really. You know, I try to keep it clean, but you know, it's basketball. All these guys, they came up in the schoolyard, so you know, they know it's all in good fun. That being said, I try not to cuss because, you know, the mics, they pick it up.
What's up, MP? These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously. They don't even know what's coming for them.